So I got into episode 2 of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and something is not sitting right with me. It's not loud yet. Nobody's screaming. Nobody's flipping tables. But the conversations, they're not clean, and I don't like confusion. But I do like mess that's building properly. If you like commentary like this, go ahead, like, share, hit the notification bell, leave a comment. Let's feed the algorithm. What pulls me in is that this group is not starting from zero. These women already know each other. They've already had conversations. So when they sit down together, it's not giving getting to know you energy. It's more like I've been waiting to say this energy. And that's why everything feels a little tight. People are smiling, but they're also watching. People are talking, but they're not saying everything. That's pressure. Tell me if I'm wrong. Are y'all feeling that already, or am I reading too deep? I'm giving the group dynamic 4 CTOL cups because it's pulling me in, but I can still feel like there's something brewing underneath. So Portia and Kelly is where I leaned forward. Portia is not new to this. She understands timing, she understands delivery, and she understands how to control a moment without raising her voice. Kelly, on the other hand, still feels like she's finding her footing. She hasn't fully decided how she wants to show up yet. So when they sat down, I expected something light. Maybe a check-in, maybe a we good conversation. But instead, Portia brings up this married man situation directly. And not just once, she stays there. She circles it, she presses it. She doesn't let Kelly breathe past it. Kelly's reaction told me everything. It wasn't loud, it wasn't dramatic, but it was visible. That pause, that shift in her face, that slight discomfort, that's the kind of reaction you have when you thought that something was already handled. Because didn't y'all just hug? Didn't we just see y'all smooth things over? But why does it feel as if there's something underneath that still hasn't been cleared? Not trying to be messy, but that didn't feel like honesty to me. It felt like timing. My read of Portia is that she's not confused. She's very aware of how and when she wants something to land. That's not closure, that's control. Do you think that Portia was being honest, or was she applying pressure on purpose? I don't know, girl. When I think about... So everything that Portia said, the proof and the story. So everything that Portia said, the proof, the story, the girl discussing Dennis and Portia, like me laid up, I don't know. But when people lay together, they discuss all types of things. So I'm not going to say it didn't occur. I don't know what's going on. I'm looking like what's really happening. Who is this and what is this? And Portia did not back down, baby. She doubled down on that information. She said, I am the receipt. And I'm like, where? So Shamia knows how to show up. There's no guessing, no hesitation. No, am I doing too much energy? And see, she walks into that moment like she already knew what it was going to give. And she was right. My read on Shamia is that she understands visibility. Now, Pinky is different. I'm realizing that my lens on her is shifting, because at first I was just watching her as a cast member. But now I'm watching her as a woman I recognize. As a Jamaican woman, I see something familiar in her. The way she carries herself, the way she listens, the way she processes instead of reacting immediately. That's cultural, that's upbringing. So now I'm not just observing her, I'm leaning in. My read on Pinky is that there's depth that we haven't fully tapped into yet. And me finding out that she's Jamaican, I'm about to tap in. Because that's not just presence, that's identity. My identity, her identity. Shamia gets 5 CTOL cups and Pinky gets 4 CTOL cups because I'm watching her now. Tell me if I'm wrong. Is Pinky growing on you too? Something about the scene between Pinky and her husband mattered to me. Because the way her husband spoke, that was different. He didn't come in defensive. He didn't try to flip anything back on her. He didn't try to make himself look better. He just said it plainly. That he wasn't there for her the way he should have been. And I paused because a lot of men don't say that. That level of accountability forces you to sit with yourself. And a lot of people don't want to do that. And from my perspective, coming from a Jamaican background, that stands out even more. Because there's an expectation. You show up, you provide, you stand in your role, and when you fall down or when you fall short, you fix it. You don't dance around it, you fix it. You can feel that he's trying, even in how calm he is and how he's choosing his words. And Pinky, she's hearing him, but she's not rushing to accept it either, and I like that. It's real. My read on him is that he's not performing growth. He's actually really trying to step into it. It's not weakness, that's accountability. I'm giving them 4 CTOL cups because that felt honest. Be real. Do you respect a man more when he admits that he was wrong? Phaedra, she looks good. Body look good. Let's start right there. The styling, the presence, the way she carries herself. She walks in like she already knows what she's giving. But what I like is that we also saw a softer side with her son. Teaching him how to drive, being patient, being present, that added something. Because it reminded me that she's not just calculated, that she's layered. But don't get it twisted, she still slipped a little mess in there. My read for Phaedra is that nothing that she does is accidental. And that's not effort, that's intention. Phaedra gets 5 CTOL cups because she knows how to show up. Be honest with me, is she the best dressed right now? She be rocking that monochrome, that gold, the silver, all of these little shiny items and shiny numbers that she's been wearing lately. I'm feeling them because they're doing her body good like milk. Now Portia in that tea house, soft life down, pretty, calm, composed. Everything looks perfect. But after how I saw her show up with Kelly, I don't trust her. I don't trust her from the divorce. I don't trust her from the marriage and then the divorce. Because Portia, I don't trust Portia because she doesn't look good. She looks real good. She looks amazing. Because I know that she can shift. Portia's always been one of my faves. But you got to understand Portia. She can apply pressure 1 minute and then sit pretty the next. My read on Portia is that she understands perception very well. That's not peace, that's positioning. She gets 4 CTOL cups because it looks good, but I'm watching. Am I tripping? Talk to me. Does Portia's calm feel a little too controlled? Because I haven't understood Portia since Bolo. Not lying, right? The last time I understood Portia was Bolo, and I feel like after the whole Bolo fiasco, Portia felt like she had to come back and kind of like clear her name, sort of like that kind of like sullied her name, dirtied her name, whatever. And now she wanted to clean her name up, and Portia, Simon was willing to get married. It backfired because you took somebody else's man to do it, but okay. She got married, it kind of, I think she feels like that kind of cleaned her image up. I admired Portia during the Bolo incident because I feel like she stood 10 toes down and she could do whatever she wanted. And nobody could judge her. And I loved her for her honesty and just being real. But sometimes Portia be doing the most. Girl, did I talk about the man? Portia brought the man. I think Portia brought the woman to the event this time. So, first episode she brought the man. Second episode she brought the woman. She's with this woman now. So, I guess she found love in a hopeless place. And maybe she was hopeless and then she found love in that space. So, I'm happy for her. I'm watching Portia for the rest of the episode because I want to see what else she's going to pull out from her sleeve, because she looked like she got some receipts and she got a little bit of tips and tricks that she's sitting on right now, and she's sitting pretty, okay? So, tell me what you think. Do you think Portia was wrong to drop that information on Kelly in front of K. Michelle, who was very surprised and shocked to hear this information? And K. Michelle sat there looking so dumbfounded as to what exactly was going on. Was tea. Okay? K. Michelle, why are you asking for whiskey at a tea house? Everybody's there sipping tea and she's like, oh, can I get something a little bit stronger? And honestly, I get it. She doesn't adjust to the environment. The environment adjusts to her. My read on K. Michelle is that she's not interested in fitting in. She's interested in being herself. And I love that about her. That's not out of place. That's identity. She gets 4 CTOL cups because she stayed true to herself. Tea or whiskey? Talk to me. Which one you rather? I have to really take some time out to talk about this hero moment with K. Michelle. Now this is the moment. The hospital scene. I didn't just watch that. I felt that. Because we saw her on stage performing, smiling, doing what she loves. And then everything shifts. Infection, surgery, reality. And I'm sitting there like, you really don't know what people are going through. And the fact that she spoke on it honestly and openly, that matters. Because women are out here making decisions about their bodies. And nobody's talking about what can really happen after. That's bigger than the show. That's real life. My read on that moment is that it carried weight. That's not drama, that's truth. She gets 5 CTOL cups because that was powerful. Have you ever seen something like that happen in real life? I just want to touch on it real quick because K. Michelle talked about getting this surgery, I think she said she got the shots or whatever it was in her butt. And this thing has been bothering her for quite a while because she's been speaking out for a long time. She spoke about it on her platform. She spoke about it on, I think it was the doctor who does it wasn't debauched. I don't remember which episode she was on with the doctor show where they were talking about, the surgery that went wrong. She's been like letting the world know, but I don't think people's really taking it serious or really understand what's going on. I think the moment, her being so transparent in that moment and kind of like letting us in and letting us see that is a very vulnerable moment for her. And I respect it because it is going to do something for some people out there. Some young girl who's thinking about going to do whatever to their bodies because we already see where it's going. For me, it's like a lot of celebrities, they're taking that out. They're not doing that anymore. They're switching. That's not the thing. It's like the phase is moving on. And we're going to have all these people out here with these poisoned bodies and not knowing how to handle it, because if you're getting an infection, like recurring, and she's like the doctor said, it's the same place where we did the surgery. That's where, you got an infection. Because if this is like, oh my God, like I can't, there's no way to even think about like how this could affect a person and how that's showing up physically in her life. So just want to give it a CTOL hero moment and just award that to K. Michelle for speaking out, and trying to save lives. Yep. Drew, you look good. Let me give you that first. No, Drew look good this season. Drew look good from day one. Stepping out looking good. Okay? Fresh, updated, more together. But then she starts talking. I'm like, here we go. It always feel like she says something and then tries to walk it back. My read on Drew is that the appearance changed, but the behavior didn't fully shift. That's not growth, that's adjustment. She gets 3 CTOL cups because I'm not sold yet. Be honest, messy or misunderstood? What do you think about Drew? So Angela and Charles feel different. Charles is calm, he's steady, he's not trying to perform for the camera. And Angela, she doubles back, she apologized to Phaedra about the incident between her and Phaedra and the story. And I was wondering about Angela because I was like, at what point did Angela, because she said that the situation with her and Phaedra was BS, but I'm like, when did she make that determination when she was talking about how Phaedra was trying to get between her and her family or whatever that was? My read on Angela is that I need her to pick a side and stay in it. She already said she's done with the business with Charles. Anything people want to say, they can say it. She doesn't care. I think that's a good stance for her to take because really and truly it is very rough out here. And people are doubling down on like Charles don't really want to be with her. So I feel like Charles steps up I want to see what other men are going to step up, and then we'll see, you know, where Charles falls in that category. But for me, for now, Charles gets 5 CTOL cups. And that's because I trust their energy. I feel like she's like, always like, I feel like she's very, like, needs reassurance, right? I feel like there's a level of reassurance that she tries to get from Charles, like, on camera. Charles is, like, a funny person, and he's a joke. He just jokes out the situation where she's trying to be serious, like, you know, this is what I'm saying, this is what I need. And Charles is like, come and play with you. And do you like them together, or are you still watching? Let me know. I'm giving the whole episode 4 CTOL cups because the story's still building, but everything is still sitting underneath. And we're going to need to dig up some of them hidden treasures, okay? Am I being too hard, or are y'all waiting for it to open up too? Let me know. If you like this kind of breakdown, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, drop a star, do what it do. Coffee, tea, or Labrish. Thank you.